Hey everyone, I'm the visual stand-in for Raiden brand. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about my whereabouts since the last time I posted a video. Like, why I haven't bothered making anything in years, or making anything, useful in a longer period than that. Look, I totally get it. And today, I'm here to break that silence. And I'll let you know, I have a perfectly reasonable explanation as to why I haven't posted a video in so long. I was regrowing this mustache. I didn't realize how well it would frame my face, but now, looking at it, I'm happy I spent over 2 years regrowing that thing. Trust me, hard work. I understand. You weren't expecting me to come out here and talk about my mustache. As a matter of fact, you're probably sitting there watching this and saying, "What kind of crap is this? I wasn't looking for this kind of content at all when I clicked on this video." I have to hand it to you, that is a fair assessment, and I have a couple things to say in response. First, while regrowing this mustache, I also learned how to be the top search result for man burly mustache. And second, you're not wearing any pants. Third, I'm the one telling the story right now. I'm the one holding the magical stylus of storytelling, and that means I control the narrative. You better mind your P's and Q's, you snarky snake, because you're in my court now. I can eject your junk off to the pits of hell if I wanted, because I have the power to doodle naughty bits on your hands. I'm sorry. I've wanted to draw my own frames for a long time, and now that I'm finally able to, kind of letting it go to my head. I didn't make this video to talk about myself or yell at you. I actually made this video because I wanted to talk about my mustache. You see, every human being is born destined to have one partner. And before you get carried away, Emmeline Princess, no, I'm not talking about soulmates. What's wrong with you? Why would you think that? No, every human being is destined to have one partner in facial hair. It's this partner each human must work with if they hope to provide another avenue for their personal fashion and expression. Not every person is right for their facial hair, and not every facial hair is perfect for the person they're paired with. It doesn't matter. Every person gets one pair, and that's all. I met Marty back in high school, and he wasn't a knight in shining armor ready to rest upon a damsel's upper lip. No, Marty the mustache came into my life patchy, thin, and underwhelming. Granted, all mustaches need time and care to grow into something respectable, but this was also the time that To Catch a Predator was what we would call appointment television, and Marty's resemblance was pretty uncanny. You see, it was my mustache's fault that I didn't have any friends, so I bodied that fool real quick. But Raiden, if all dogs go to heaven, what happens when you shave your stash? First off, excellent question. Second, I would really appreciate it if you put some pants on. Yes, the follicles remain on your face, and even if you shave them daily, their fashionable potential remains on this plane, roaming endlessly. When I put Marty in a body bag, he wasn't dead. Marty rose from a shallow grave, born again of his own free will. And Marty took this opportunity to make a life for himself, a life without a face, a life of his own. First thing Marty did was rob me. I'm not proud to say it, but my own discarded mustache robbed me when I was 14. I'm sorry, I know you were looking for a wholesome, innocent escape from reality where you could delve into a world of nonsense and tomfoolery, but you were wrong. Buckle up, because this is about to get deep. You know what a 14-year-old has in their sock drawer? If you said Spider-Man socks, well, that's actually pretty impressive. As a matter of fact, maybe you had a mustache in 2006, and the fast food play place was always a ghost town when you got there. Other than socks, a 14-year-old would have about $27.50. Which is more than enough for Marty to grab a Greyhound from Phoenix, Arizona to the land of opportunity, the land where a mustache could make a name for himself. Las Vegas. Las Vegas isn't the right speed for a 14-year-old, but neither was Marty. Now that he was his own stash, he took Sin City by surprise. The remaining $6 he had went into the slots. That turned to $60 he threw at blackjack. $600 went to poker, and it never ended. Marty was making bank to live in the lap of luxury, but gambling wasn't enough for the hero of this story. There was something missing, something that kept him from feeling like he was truly his own being, his own person. Marty leaned harder and harder into his winnings, and that took him further down the rabbit hole. He continued spiraling until he reached his lowest, until he reached his rock bottom. Marty wound up in a room full of Ooh, crap, I forgot I'm trying to clean up my humor. A room full of unlicensed massage enthusiasts and a mountain of pixie dust. He didn't know what he was doing there or how he got there, but he was hurting to find himself. If it meant being free, he was going to climb Mount Pixie Dust, and he was going to have a very in-depth, well-thought conversation with these unlicensed massage enthusiasts that he paid for their time. I'm sorry, folks. I forgot how rough this story was when I started recording. He scooted to the base of Mount Pixie Dust and leaned forward to take it all in. He was ready to take? Wait a minute. Why couldn't he snort this pile of cocaine, this pile of pixie dust? Marty didn't understand. He was doing everything the instructions said. What was wrong? The enthusiasts laughed. They were whispering to each other, holding their hands to their faces as if to cover their mouth and their nose. Their nose? Wait a minute, that was it. Marty couldn't snort He couldn't snort pixie dust because he didn't have a nose. Marty was a mustache, and mustaches can't have noses. Anyway, the rest is a little fuzzy. Marty was crying by the time he got to this part in the story. It was something about catching a ride back to Phoenix in a creepy unmarked van, mustaches being in style right now, and paying me a ton of money to come back, blah, blah, blah. But the end result is, I have a mustache now, and a lot of money that smells like it was part of a shady birthday party. The end. Also, kids, don't snort pixie dust. You can just say no.